roster rundown here. I'll take Team His Infernal Majesty Dragon. You can do Sienna Esports. So for Team His Infernal Majesty, we will have Genius, Odarko, Shinji, and Diego.293.exe.
And for Sienna Esports, we have Visor, Vector, Vexel, and Tan.
Man, those names are so much easier to read on Sienna Esports. Anyway, we're going to see the Survivor team pushing their way down here. We actually have the Special Infected already spawning up just a bit. The Jockey is already pre-spawned. It's going to be a Smoker, a Spitter, and a Charger in the spawn queue for Team His Infernal Majesty. And the Witch actually is... I'm looking for her. I believe they just completely... Did they completely skip it? Yeah. Yeah, they did. But now they're moving back, and the Witch is getting aggroed by the Jockey. Seeing exactly what Team Sienna Esports wants to do with this. Looks like they're going to try to draw down the hill. Indeed they are. Here comes the Witch. And the Dragon's going to go in there as well. The Smoker's going to land, and the Charger barely misses it. The Witch is kind of juking out a lot, but does eventually get crowned for 20 points. And Team His Infernal Majesty also sent in their attack there, Dragon.
Yeah, I mean, that was very surprising. I mean, the Witch looked as though it was trying to confuse and juke the hell out of Vector, but I mean, Vector's a pretty sure shot with his shotgun. And there is a tank up now in the hands of Shinji.
And I'll be interested to see what this tank chooses to do here, because in the position that he's in, he doesn't want to accidentally overextend himself. Looks like he's trying to hit a couple of the cars, and I'm not sure if he knows which ones are hitting or not. But that Boomer gets a 2-boom in the back, and looks as though the Charger's actually going to go in there as well. Charger's going to get a charge. That charge actually might go off. Oh, but it gets barely cleared before it goes off. Tank is skirting around with the car, trying to hit in. That was almost disastrous for Team Sienna Esports there, Dragon.
It almost was, but it was a very good clear from range with the shotguns. And... oh, sorry, I've been distracted.
Dragon's a little distracted, but alright, we're going to keep seeing this tank hitting this car up here. He still has 6k HP on first pass. He actually hit the car in the air there, and it's going backwards down the hill now. So Tank's having a little bit of difficulties with his parking permit here. Smoker does go in there in the front, pulling Francis in. Not a whole lot really going out from that. Tank actually managed to hit the car down and away still. I'm not sure if this is the latency affecting this or what.
Well, I'm not entirely sure. It could be, but I mean, it seems like Sienna Esports is the one suffering from latency more than anything else, because they have actually got red pings at the moment. Well, at least 2 of them have. At the same time, I can actually hear the in-game chat for the Peruvian team. They're all like shouting at each other in Spanish.
Really? I actually have voice enabled 0, so I cannot hear what they're talking about, but I assume it's nothing good. That attack does go in there. The Charger goes in. Jockey goes in as well. Jockey does get cleared, and this tank is on second pass. He still hasn't gotten that car up, Dragon.
Yeah. Or he can actually do that because one of them is still in the safe zone. Oh, but they have moved out now, but now they're trying to chip him. They haven't even got him under 5k yet, so... they have pulled Zoe down with just 1 smoker, but it's not enough on its own. They try to get that car. Oh, Lewis just backed out of it. And there is a Hunter at the front trying to look for a spawn. There is a Boomer as well. The trees to the left, he's trying to find a position, but the trees on the right, but can't really find when he's struggling to get that perfect spot.
Tank's car fell back down. That means he's going to have no cars, I don't think, to commit. That Hunter just got killed too. This is not going to be a good situation for his Infernal Majesty here. Tank's trying to throw a rock in, but he's down to underneath 5k. Survivor team's starting to get a little suspicious of what's going on here. They know he doesn't have a hittable, so they can push him in. But Tank's is actually going to keep trying to toss those rocks through the trees there. This is actually something similar to what we saw in the game earlier. A nice 2-boom though goes out. He tries to get the rock in. Jockey jumps in as well. Francis is juking it out. Jockey does die, but that has pushed Sienna Esports back to the safe room. He's in a little bit of trouble here, Dragon.
He is in trouble, but at the same time, he's got line of sight. Even though he's on 20% second pass already, he's still got 4.7k health. It's really actually up to Sienna Esports to push ahead at this point. Because the tank can just keep going on all day. It's too much of a risk for survivors to push into the trees. There is a charge at the back getting a spawn, a Hunter coming in for a DP, smoke at the front. Oh, 25 damage pounds!
Wow.
Landing on Lewis.
Either just took that 25 damage pounds, but the tank still hasn't landed a rock. And as you said now, Team Sienna Esports is starting to move out of the safe room and starting to move forward, but they haven't started LOSing him yet.
No, and they can't because the tank's got like infinite line of sight there on that side. As long as they don't actually move, he's going to be there having like infinite sight all day.
Reloading.
As you said, he has pretty much that sight, but I thought, yeah, this is what I thought they were going to do before. They're going to run and push down there to LOS, but the hit is indeed up, and Tank's going to drop in right now. That Boomer spawns too. Boomer does get shot down by Visor, but he actually has a hittable down there, and that almost got into two of the survivors' faces, but now he's going to keep kind of whacking that hittable around. He might try to get a lucky car, probably on the two who are down below. Yeah, indeed, he's going to push him in there in the corner. Survivors have to be pretty careful here. Pretty much just on Lewis now. Oh, God. Oh God, he got
it. Visor goes down.
Wow, that was that was an interesting turn of events.
They could get the kill though.
Yeah, it's actually good that
he missed the car a bit.
He's gonna get it. Yep, he killed Visor. So Visor is dead. That actually is a very nice tank play coming out there due to the fact that he didn't hit that car up the hill. It actually managed to help him. Surprisingly enough. Oh, Boomer actually spawns in the back. Now they do shift the Boomer down, but that has been a kill going out onto Visor from Team Sienna Esports by this tank in the hands of Shinji. He still has 25% rage left, only about 1k health. Still kind of screwing around with his car down there. But what do you think went wrong for Sienna Esports there, Dragon?
Well, Zoe and Lewis took a bit of a risk going down that canyon, but then when the tank committed his car, Zoe was equal to it and actually decided to bail out of there, but Visor should have been right on Zoe's tail. And yeah, because he didn't follow Zoe, he just got caught in the canyon there basically, and couldn't avoid that car.
Yeah, because when you're pushing that area like that, there's literally nowhere to juke. And I think they're actually going to Visor's body to get his pills right now. Indeed they are. But at the same point in time, that did give the affected a little bit more time with 2 spawn steps for the Liar Choke. A Hunter and a Jockey went in before, weren't able to get anything. Smoker tries to get the pull off the back there, is not going to get it. And looks as though the rest of the attack is coming up. It will be a tri-cap here. If they can tri-cap Sienna Esports here, that'd be huge.
It will be indeed. I think this is going to be the moment that they do it. The Charger going, but missing. Smoker at the back, pulling Zoe very briefly, split landing. Jockey didn't get anywhere. So that was one. That was a huge moment there for his Infernal Majesty to end it. And I think they need to, because if I'm being totally honest, I haven't seen Infernal Majesty before, but I know Sienna Esports, and they've got some pretty good players on their team. So they are strong without a doubt.
Exactly, and the other thing is there's still also a pretty massive health bonus on these 3 survivors, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely. That's actually a testament to how well they're playing as Survivor at the moment, despite the fact that they've already suffered a death. You know, they haven't actually suffered that much damage outside of the tank. So it's actually up to Infernal Majesty to do something with their SI. And except for that moment with Bank. Oh, there is a Charger landing from. They clear it very quickly though. Hunter landing with Zoe at the back. Jockey being shoved around and then killed by Vector.
Honestly, I think that's the last hit that his Infernal Majesty are going to get, so now we're going to see Sienna Esports just kind of push their way through here, and they're actually going to reach the safe room with a bonus that is
pretty damn good for free play. It's already about 300 bonus.
That's going to make it like a 712-point chapter. No, 666-point chapter apparently for them. If my score is showing here. No, 666 with the witch bonus. The devil.
Oh, 666.
Oh God.
Sounds like a freaking hunter.
Can't hear. I can't read that, Kiss Me, because it's behind the score. You're not Asian. It shows. Well, okay. Thank you for that, Kiss Me, for that wonderful update. I appreciate it. Cool. So yeah, that's actually a great chapter score for Sienna Esports to get there with Visor dying, but now it's going to be up to his Infernal Majesty to kind of play the Survivor round the best that they can, because 666 points for 3 people is insanely good.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I wasn't actually expecting them to make it that far after seeing Visor being killed, but you know, they did it, and actually that puts pressure on his Infernal Majesty, because they really need to up the ante with their SI play. It's not enough just to depend on the tank. They need to be providing consistent performance.
You're saying that's not allowed when you have... Somebody's changed their 100 LERP to 16.6. Is that... I'd rather have him play 16 than 100. Well, okay then. We'll exactly see what that means. So, I guess somebody just forgot to change their LERP at the beginning?
I think maybe, but I think the rules correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the rules say that you're not supposed to love toggle after the ready up or something? Don't know.
You're not supposed to, but I don't think Sienna Esports will dispute it because they'd rather have him play at 16.6 than 100. That's what they said anyway, so I'm not sure if that'll hold true. That if they want to, probably they can dispute it, but we'll see what... I doubt it'll be that big an issue, honestly. We have an attack that's spawned up here right now. It's going to be a Spitter, a Jockey, a Charger, and a Smoker. Smoker is spawned up down there next to the Witch. Jockey is running along the cliff on the upside over there. Seeing where the Charger exactly wants to come from, look like the Charger wants to come from the back. Spitter is actually now near there too. They're going to get the pull out there onto Bill. That is going to get cleared. And the Spit's going to go on nothing. Charger going in as well. Charger's going to miss. And the Jockey also got shut down. So that's actually a pretty nice handle by his Infernal Majesty, despite the couple punches landing there at the end.
Yeah, it was an odd choice by Sienna Esports to basically camp on the Witch. I honestly would have preferred to have stayed by the ladder, but Zoe triggers the Witch. We'll see how she handles it. We've got Commons chasing her as well, and this Witch is having trouble getting on the back of his car.
The Witch can't get over the car, and now she's still going to keep going for Zoe, and she glitches out.
Oh wow! Now, was that intentional?
I think probably no. I don't know. Visor's going to ask.
Now, yeah. Because I do remember seeing something in the rules about that, where you're not supposed to intentionally glitch out the Witch. It might not have been intentional, but Zoe definitely did it by backing into the safe room.
I think Visor actually just paused just to kick out the spectators who were not supposed to be here. Is Visor saying that they're ready, so I don't know. That's two things. Yeah, damn hooligans. There are now two things here that are a little bit questionable. First, the LERP toggle, which I can understand, and then I don't know if that was intentional or not, as you said, but you're not supposed to back the Witch into the safe room like that, but I don't know. I don't know if Sienna Esports is going to want to bring it up or not.
Knowing Sienna, they probably won't make too much of a meal about it. They'll probably just play on.
Yeah, I mean, they could if they wanted to. Like, if they wanted to be real sticklers, they could bring it up. And we do have a tournament administrator here, and I could... Yeah, since I'm talking about tournament administrator, I mean, they would have grounds to say something about it. But like you said, I don't think it's that big a deal to them. So... we'll probably, like you said, we'll probably just see them play on. They do have a hit here for the ladder, as opposed to when his Infernal Majesty were uninfected. It's a Jockey, a Boomer, a Spitter, and a Charger, so a pretty nice 2-2 setup for this choke point here. Seeing exactly what his Infernal Majesty want to do. Looks like they're kind of split on their decision here, Dragon. Some want to go left and some want to go right.
Well, I think they're hoping that they can confuse the SI here by switching from side to side. But I think in general it's always better to go up the left side because you have a little bit more room. Well, not much room, but you have a tiny bit of a safeguard in a way where you can actually play off that with survivors. But I mean, they're just baiting it out of the moment. They're just taking the Boomer, just dealing with the Commons. There doesn't really stop there being a Jockey and a Charger still about. And now they have a Smoker too.
I'm really confused. Ricky, Martin, Maria coming out from Vector. They're going to come up here now, actually. And Zoe's just going to YOLO it. Runs through, Charger misses. And now they're actually the 2-cap that goes out on the front here. With that Jockey with Zoe actually taking her back. Smoker also gets the pull in front. That's going to probably be a down onto Genius there. Actually, the Jockey probably told the Charger to stop punching so the Jockey could take her back down. But that's a nice play by Sienna. Actually, the tank's up. Oh, God.
Get up! Get up!
Well, they got to go back anyway, so that kind of actually helped them.
I guess not, because if it would have been a regular just situation where the tank didn't spawn, that would have been even better. But they do have one bleeding now on Team His Infernal Majesty. I think we're going to see Visor be able to... Actually, that's the 2-boom going out in the back there, coming out from Tan onto His Infernal Majesty. Other 2 spawns are a Hunter and a Jockey. Visor's having fun with this car, Dragon.
Yeah, it is indeed. You also got a Hunter having fun on the hillside on the right, looking for that DP, and he's going for it. Oh, but he lands on the post. He lands on the pole, and there's a lands a Hunter on Bill. Visor is still trying to get this car into play.
That was a good hit. He's going to be able to knock that one pretty straight in at this point. He's just going to play rock for a second. Claps from Kiss Me. Okay. That's the first car that we've seen get up that high, I guess, in this match so far.
I love this team chat. I don't know if you could see it because You can't see it because it's admin only thing, but the team chat in Sienna Esports is kind of amusing.
What are they saying?
Or Tan just keeps spamming go, 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 and says the only thing we can do as survivors is spam an N2. And then someone must have said something in Mumble because he said, no, you are Nazis.
That car is going in, and it's about to hit the survivors, but Bill got pulled in charge for a second over there. Tank's saying screw the hittable, going in there, going to push the survivors down. Gets a nice punch there on Zoe. Yeah, that arm was long, and he gets the helicopter car down onto Bill. So he's going to be at the point where he can at least kill Bill, but he's actually backing up with 4,500 health. Interesting. Now the Hunter's also spawned on the side there with the smoker. I guess they didn't want to commit tank there, or I'm not sure. But that Hunter does go in and get a repounce there, and then sprays the dope spray onto Bill. And then Jockey goes rocket jockeying in there, gets M2'd a lot, and then the pull does go out, but Visor still has a lot of sight and a lot of health dragon.
Yeah, and I think that's the smartest thing to do, really. Is just, you know, you've got infinite sight there, so you might as well just stay at the back in the trees and just throw rocks. That's really all the tank needs to do in this particular area.
He can keep sight all day up there is the other thing, but in the earlier match actually, and he's actually doing a great job of it right now, hiding behind that rock to minimize the chip too. He's gonna be able to play this really long. He can even go back further if he wanted to, but he doesn't have to right now. And his Infernal Majesty, I guess, is really gonna take a hit and then go forward or something. That Boomer goes out and gets a single boom. Car goes flying in. That's a double in cap onto both Bill and to Lewis. Then we got that Jockey going in. That's going to be the wipe right there with that 2-cap going in. Beautiful charge, Jockey. That was exactly what Sienna Esports needed to do, Dragon. Wow.
I mean, that plus making him safe from over 300 bones with just 3 survivors. You know, that's complete dominance there, minus the part where they didn't make it 4 survivors.
And I mean, the thing is, I think on the survivor turn where they got Lewis caught in the corner there, if the positioning had just gone a little bit differently, he might have been able to actually survive that. But like you said, yeah, dominant start from Sienna Esports.
And I can't imagine what the team atmosphere is like in his Infernal Majesty at the moment. I had to do voice enable 0 myself after the first half of that round when there was some real anguish coming out from the in-game chat. And it was getting very distracting.
Yeah, I can imagine if you just have somebody yelling in a different language here. I'm gonna be bad and I'm gonna turn my voice enable on. Oh, actually no, I can't hear it. You can hear it because you're an admin, but I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So you would have to fill us in. Raise your dongers, chat. Put them up. Thank you, Kiss Me, for that wonderful self-promotion. Oh, but see, the thing is, we actually have a 19% tank here for his Infernal Majesty, and I see this tank going either very good for them or very bad for them, Dragon. There are a couple ways it can go.
Yeah, I mean, it's all on support. That's always the common theme with tanks, and they need us to land here if they're going to get an early wipe. They might be able to do that. There is certainly a good opportunity for it, but having said that, Vector and Vexale are 2 very experienced L4D2 players, so they know this map like the back of their hand.
Tank is actually up right now. That charge is going to go flying in. Isn't going to get anything. Hunter's pouncing around too. Going to try to get the pounce. Actually doesn't actually land the pounce for a second on the build, but then a very nice spear comes out by Vector. And now we are going to see that Jockey going for a couple ticks of damage as well. But this tank is up in the hands of Udarku for Team His Infernal Majesty.
I don't know, I think it's just easier to call him Dark. I'm just going to call him Dark if I ever reference him.
Oh, Sienna Esports is getting really aggressive here, actually. They're trying to get some chip on that tank down the tunnel, but Tank's having none of it right now. Except he's actually about to lose a pass because he threw that rock. So...
Unless... Wow, you decided to drop down. I was just about to say, unless Bill wants to keep giving him a face to look at.
This is interesting because Lewis is in the back there.
Oh
Lewis...
wow, they just sneak up.
yeah, that's what I said. I mean, Lewis is in the back there. He tries to go for the punch there. Lewis is now indeed separated. Charger's going in from the back. Charger's going to land. Hunter's going to land too. That was a massive secondary tri-cap there for a second. But now the tank's going to be able to go in there and get a couple punches onto Zoe. He actually gets the rock there. They might just go for the kill onto Bill. Tank is blocking now, but they have managed to clear the Hunter, so they won't be able to do that. Tank is going to play it around the corner now, but that's a tough situation for Sienna Esports to be in right now. Tank is still alive. They're actually going to put Francis around the corner there, trying to curve rock down. They are going to get Bill back up. That was almost, again, disastrous for Sienna Esports.
Yeah, but I think it was also disastrous for his Infernal Majesty in the sense that the tank didn't really cover the Hunter well enough. I mean, it just held on. I mean, even if the tank died because of it, you know, if the Hunter got the kill, that would have been worth it.
Definitely, and instead now you're going to see, well, 2 downs did go out, so that is a nice amount of damage on Sienna Esports, but with the way in which we've seen Sienna Esports do with damage mitigation, non-tank, it's been pretty impressive, I'd say. So the start direction going there now, Charger's going to get a bowling tri-charge there onto the survivors. That's going to be a lot more damage coming out now. Hunter is trying to wall kick in, Spit goes in, Spit was not ready for that charge instead. Lewis takes a little bit more Spit damage, but as I said before, prior to that attack, we've seen Sienna Esports carry themselves very well with damage, with even 3 survivors against attacks non-tank Dragon.
Absolutely. I mean, it seems like his Infernal Majesty are capable of shaking things up a bit with the tanks, but it's outside of them where they have to make the bigger improvements. I'm still curious to see what they can do with that when trying to land big attacks outside of the tank. Jockey got shut down, Smoker shut down the back as well. They had 2 spawns up. Hunter's pre-spawned up, but didn't go on with his, the rest of his team. Landing a pounce on Zoe.
That was confusing to me because they had the spawns in the tunnel there that they decided to go in with in the back. Just doesn't seem like his Infernal Majesty is very synced up at this point, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I said I'm curious to see how they're going to improve their SI game. Thank you. Guess we're
The world's most interesting hunter, and that's from the world's most interesting caster, that is Kiss Me. And we're going to see what Team His Infernal Majesty does on the infected turn now. They have, I think, they don't have to rush these attacks like they kind of are, I don't think. Hunter spawn up instead, he's going to go in there and get a 1 damage pounce. River gets a nice tool beam going out there. Jockey gets a little bit of a stumble there. Smoker's tongue was already cleared. But this is the problem now, because we're seeing His Infernal Majesty, the only damage they've really gotten after the tank has been on non-health bonus.
Indeed. Zoe and Bill are proving very absorbent tampons for the team, and that's always a big plus.
Yes. Damage tampon.
I just saw Satan go and solo that Smoker at the back. He ran all the way back when the rest of his team were pushing forward for the commons. So it was a very interesting bit of fragging there. In an official match as well, but there is a charger up front. Is it going to be another? Nah. Maybe not monster charge, but not today. Hunter got shut down. Boomer popped as well. And that's pretty much the attack all done. I think His Infernal Majesty may have one more attack remaining. Zoe's got the Witch for 1,000 crown!
Oh, I didn't even notice where the Witch was. That's going to be no 20 points there. They slapped the Witch in the face to get her to die, but still, that was all on non-health. But now they do indeed give that last attack in. Spitter pre-spawned and went in. Now they're going to send the rest of the hit in instead. Charger goes for the long charge, gets leveled. Jockey does land onto Vector in the back there. That's going to be some nice health bonus chip going out. Smoker's pull goes out as well. It's going to pull Bill outside. So that was a little bit of chip on health bonus, but this is still a great health bonus for this chapter for Sienna Esports.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually a bit of a better attack there from the SI. They actually got quite a bit more separation, even if it was a little bit unsynced. But there was good bonus damage on Vector. But still, it's a very good round for Sienna Esports. They obviously thought they could have got a lot more bonus than that, but yeah, considering the pings, yeah, they're doing pretty well at the moment.
Definitely, and I mean, especially since considering the fact that pings are even, that's going to bring their 2-chapter score up to a very, very nice 1,538 for Team Sienna Esports. And now the pressure really is on His Infernal Majesty to do better with this tank than they did the first chapter.
Oh, it's all or nothing now. I mean, the way Sienna Esports are sort of conveying their dominance and setting the tone for the match. Vector has to go.
I can play for 5 more mins. Alright then. And after that, I guess you're gonna have to sub in there, Dragon, huh?
No.
Come on, you could just be, we could have a caster sub. We could put Kiss Me in there if we wanted to.
Or Kiss Me can play if he wants.
Come on, Kiss Me. You're on the team for this tourney. Funny guy, Please, Kiss Me, please. Your dogs would definitely contribute to the war room atmosphere, I think.
That's code for they'll howl the fuck out of you if you don't play.
Yes. That language dragon. That language.
That language indeed.
We are going live with the second chapter here of Death Toll for this match. Now, like we said, it's on his Infernal Majesty to take this tank better. First, it actually spawns like almost right out of the safe room. First attack for Sienna Esports is a Hunter, Spitter, a Jockey, and a Charger. Wait and see here actually how they decide to send it in, because if they time it correctly, they could get a lot of damage and have a tank up at the same time. They want to send the Charger and the Spitter from the right-hand side. It's going to be Tan's tank. They're going to have the Jockey spawning up as well. Tank is up in the hands of Tan, and they're actually going to send the entire attack in right now. Charger going in there. Charger does miss a charge. Jockey does land on the Zoe, but nice Q-cap there with the Hunter as well. And they have this Jockey right now leading Zoe forward, and then a lot of actually Charger punches going out as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of punches, but I think most of them were actually gov framed.
I believe so too. And now this tank is just up with 6k health. He already threw a rock, so his grace period is indeed over. He's going to try to angle it down the hallway like that, or down the drain pipe, I should say. Looks as though Team His Infernal Majesty wants to take this near the safe room area.
Yeah, well, I think Sienna Esports had the same intention by trying to take it just outside of the safe room, albeit they didn't really have an idea of where the tank was, and he managed to sneak up on them. But there is no surprises here. Tank, though, punching Zoe into one tunnel. Now clearing the hunt. Sorry, clear the smoker, then Tank was killing the Jockey and then clearing the Hunter. We've got no more support left, but this tank is still going. And actually catching up to Zoe as well. Spreading the damage actually really well. He's about to die soon though, but he might just be able to get one or two more punches.
37 HP, couldn't get the final punch, but that's a lot of damage going on to his Infernal Majesty. Seeing that tank get the try to get the initial corner and then doing some nice damage spreading, as you talked about, Dragon. That is dominance right there. And how many pills they find along the way, and then also how they're going to take these next couple of hits. Speaking of the next hit, the Smoker's going to go in there and gets the in-cap on the Francis. Charger goes in there and stumbles all the survivors. Jockey does run on Lewis in the back. Charger's actually being able to punch out Zoe here. The clear has not yet gone out. Bill is having issues at this point trying to get that. They're actually going to get the down there onto Lewis as well, and the Charger just died. That's pretty much all the health
that
Jockey
is still harassing Bill, but gets killed eventually.
That was an insane attack. So literally in 2 attacks, Sienna Esports has completely obliterated the health of his Infernal Majesty. And now another member of Sienna Esports, Mr. Rugby, has indeed connected. He is the former captain of NRJ, and he is a very well-known and respected member in the L4D2 community.
Yeah, he's another member of the Russian community. So I hope Tan doesn't feel too alone there with being the only non-Russian speaker. They do get 2 caps in that attack. And that Charger's coming back for more, but he couldn't quite land the bunny hop.
Yeah, bunny hopping on 60 tick is a little bit harder than 30 tick, to say the least. That Jockey is still in the front now, just kind of hiding there. This is not looking good at all for his Infernal Majesty. Sienna Esports is being extremely dominant with their play so far, and that's how they like to do it, Dragon.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about Tan saying please don't spam Russian in team chat. Yeah, I don't know anything about his Infernal Majesty. I've not seen him play before this match. I just feel like they're being outclassed at the moment, simple as. You can tell that the pings aren't doing a huge difference at the moment. It's pretty much even contest. But in survivors and infected and in tank play, you know, Sienna or Esports just trump them, you know, in every department.
Exactly, and they might get these 40, they will probably get these 40 points here for the holdout bonus, but that will probably be the last they can do, because the next hit for Sienna Esports will be quite hard to deal with, especially with this Charger already in spawn queue. The rest of it will be coming up relatively soon, and the survivors are all going to be close to +1 in a second here.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is kind of like hanging on the edge of a cliff with lubricated hands. You know, your doom is nigh, just admit it.
Oh gosh. Your doom is nigh. Please admit it. That's Dragon being positive. 14 hits Infernal Majesty. They got that Boomer going in there and try to troll as well. Stumbles the Jockey. Jockey gets it down on the Bill. Jockey gets it down to Zoe. And then it's just Lewis here trying to level. He levels the Charger. And then he gets killed by the Jockey. So that's another beautiful chapter by Team Sienna Esports there onto his Infernal Majesty.
I've no idea, because he might be a masochist who just likes hanging on the edge of cliffs with lubricated hands. I don't know.
Why? It's lubricated. I don't know, Kismet, because don't you usually lubricate your hands before playing Left 4 Dead? I can't answer me because he's stuck in the loading screen. Ha!
You guys are weird as shit.
Can they hear you? Oh, good. You guys are weird as shit. We're not weird, man. We're just eccentric.
You know, he could have actually been in a prison and had to lube himself up just to squeeze through the bars like a greased piglet.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Dragon, this is why. This is why Kiss Me can't have nice things.
I just thought he was having a bad day. He didn't say anything about having nice things.
Come back to this game here. Now the Russian has indeed gone out. They kicked Potrax. Man, this is gonna be one of those games that turns into Dragon and I just kind of creep and kiss me out, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been up since 6 AM. Allowed to be a bit creepy.
Oh, that'd be a bit creepy. It's like the time that you told me if it was not 3 AM and you had a birth canal, you could help me, but then you said that it was 3 AM and you didn't have a birth canal, so you couldn't help me.
Oh, you know, so
So we're gonna see the tank actually spawning up right now. 14 his Infernal Majesty, the Jockey, the Charger, and the Spitter are indeed spawned up. Charger goes in there.
Another super early tank.
Yeah, this is all early tanks in this, and that's the challenge because then you can't even get distance points out of it if you get wiped by the tank. Spitters is kind of chilling on top of the thingy over there. Tank is attempting to hit this car yet again. Where did the car go?
I did not see where the car went.
Alright. We lost the car. We lost our parking permit. I had no idea where the hell the car went.
Oh, wait, I see it. It's upside down. You see it behind the tower? Opposite side where the survivors are. It's like upside.
Okay. Makes sense. He's gonna keep trying to hit it. Yeah, okay, he found it. Alright, our licenses are back to us. That boomer's gonna spawn up there and get some nicely shut down by Visor. That car goes flying into the side over there. Tank's already almost taken 1,000 chip in chip. And that rock did not curve. That's something you cannot do with high ping. Wait to see the rest of the attack kind of push in. They're actually being very, very aggressive on this tank right now, RC on Esports. He's gonna turn around and throws it, and that's not gonna be anything. Tan jumps around and dodges that punch. This Charger completely splits them there. This tank is already almost dead. Jockey's going in there, gonna get shut down. Tank jumps back in here. This is extremely dominant play by Sienna Esports right there. Thank you, Dragon.
Got it.
No problem.
That was a no-hitter tank, and look at how much health Sienna Esports has.
We can get on the other side of the fence up here.
Well, I was completely zero-hitter tank, and I'm not even sure there was any hits in the support either. There's 4 damage on the board, but I think that may have been from the first attack outside of the safe room.
Reloading.
I believe so, and that's just Sienna Esports showing their dominance after that 1,000 chip and chip, as you guys were so kindly, just bringing up to me as I'm trying to cast, You're gonna troll the Witch there. Witch is actually gonna go off on one of the SMGs. That's gonna be a down going out into Tan. That's gonna be a Charger cover. Great Charger cover. Oh, that's a 2-cap going after the Jockey died just before that happened, and then somehow the Charger got cleared. I did not exactly see how. That was a great attack coming out from his Infernal Majesty, actually, to take advantage of that Witch.
Riverside. At least we're going the right way.
I actually have a feeling that Tan might have been trolling there a bit. I think he deliberately set off the Witch of the SMG just to risk that sort of moment and expecting to be in-capped. It just seemed like that by the way he was shooting it, then moving, so casually back into the trees.
God. But at this point, honestly, they have the health, and they have just... It's been one of those situations where Sienna Esports has just shown they have been dominant this entire time. And I believe that's going to continue right now as this next attack comes in. Smoker tries to get a pull in the back there. Survivors just completely dodge it. Tan's being aggressive. Now he will keep going through here. Jockey's wants him as well. Charger jumping as well. That's going to be a Jockey landing onto Tan for damage, but he is the non-health bonus. They're going to clear it, and then they're going to clear the rest of the Smoker ton that goes out quickly there. Charger tries to run back in there. Is not going to get much of anything. Maybe one punch. But, yeah, that's Sienna Esports is kind of showing, again, as we said, dominance, and this health bonus is outrageous.
Absolutely, it could have been a lot more if they actually handled that witch a bit better. But never mind. I actually think Tan is a player he's more commonly known as Soul. He's a French player, and he's a main player as well for Sienna Esports. I just didn't recognize him by the name of Tan, but I think he was speaking a little bit of French in the team chat. So I think that's Soul. A lot of people recognize, at least in the European scene, the Hunter getting skeeted. In a single shot, Spear trying from far back. They triggered the bell, triggered the event. Boomer's trying, gets a proxy boom on Lewis, who's going to be the dirty dancer for the event.
Ooh, the dirty dancer. Kiss me knows what that's like.
No, I mean, no, it's a legit strat. Dirty dancing is where you boom yourself on purpose, you get a proxy boom, and if you're like low on health or low on bonus, you basically get all the commons on you, so the other three have like maximum awareness to deal with the SI.
Very good strategy. So I should get incapped early so all my permanent health goes away, and then I can just be the sponge for literally everything in the chapter. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, like the bleeding tampon that dances, i.e. Dirty Dancer.
Oh, the bleeding tampon that also dances. That is amazing. We have the rest of this hit going in there right now. Hunter and the Charger. It's not a quality option. It's the players with their bad things. All right, kiss me. You tell them. They do get a couple punches out of there from that Charger, and the Hunter also lands for a couple ticks of damage. Oh, kiss me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. And Lewis is like, I can see from my screen, he's batting like heads of commons out of the map. He just batted He just batted 2 severed heads out of the map. I shit you not.
Oh my god.
It looks so ridiculous.
Retarded. Wait, let's see if we can actually do this again. He has his axe out again. It's first person, right?
I didn't know. I'm in free look. I just saw like 2 severed heads going like perfect arcs. Like he was batting something out of the park.
That makes no sense, ever. No sense. No sense at all, but that Smoker dies. We're gonna see Team Sienna Esports again. Closing the door on each other. Now they're gonna make the safe room. That's a massive bonus again. 564 points plus the 500 distance. That's an 1,000. That's an 1,164 point chapter from Sienna Esports right there.
With 3 of them on at least on right pings as well.
I can only just imagine what would happen if they were on green ping. That's
quite a
crazy.
bit could happen, I imagine.
Yeah. That's insane. So, yeah. Let's get into the territory where, oh, Rugby has crashed, so we wait for him to come back. But this is getting into the category of futility almost now for Team His Infernal Majesty, I'd say.
Still trolling each other in the team chat. Mostly Sol does anyway. He actually does most of the talking and trolling in team chat. I think the Russian-speaking quadrant's a little bit more quiet, at least in the team chat. I think they just sort of speak mumble. They speak Russian towards each other in mumble, and I think that's what sort of encourages the inner team trolling from Sol, and I think maybe Vector wants a choice.
Yeah, I'd say so. So now we're gonna see Rugby come back for Team Sienna Esports, and yeah, it's up to His Infernal Majesty to try to do something right now. But as we said, it's at the point at which where it's almost out of reach due to the fact that Sienna Esports is just showing to be completely on the ball, completely just absolutely, totally, in totality, completely, wholly, unquestionably, unshakably, faithfully in control of the game.
There we go.
And we're going live. Alright. So it's going to be a Smoker, a Charger, a Jockey, and a Spitter for Team Sienna Esports right now. They're actually going to send it in. That Charger and actually Smoker did land as well. That Spit's going to go in there. That's going to be a lot of damage going out onto Francis. Smoker actually gets a recover. That rock That rock by Rugby. Oh man, this is gonna be some flashbacks for those of you who watched the L4D2 tournament. Rugby is the one who on that floor at Dark Carnival in the NRJ versus Lad Noobs game had me screaming about a moon rock coming in like a fucking meteor.
Yeah, I wonder if he's gonna be trying to rain down some more meteors.
What do you want me to say, Kiss Me? I said it once, Dragon said it once. Kiss Me say he's gonna raid everybody.
Ooh. You said the R word.
You said the R word. We're gonna see the other R word, which is Rugby here, throwing these rocks in. Survivors kind of push up against the safe room here. Tag is jumping around, throwing it in. That starts with a W. What? What? You call Dragon a dunce for what? No.
We were talking about completely different
We were talking about completely different things. That's how you spell. That's how you spell Rugby, Kiss Me, Jesus. Let's need to go out there. They're gonna get a rock cover there on that long charge. They're gonna land the jockey as well. Hunter's going in there. This could be a tri-cap, I think, Sienna Esports. Oh, the rock actually lands and the Hunter goes flying off. That is indeed the tri-cap going out. And the tank's gonna cover it. That's gonna be an absolutely beautiful wipe by Team Sienna Esports there, Dragon. What play.
Absolutely fantastic. I mean, that's nothing strange to them landing a double cap or tri-cap during a tank. They do it pretty often, but they got a spot on there despite playing with a higher latency. Pretty much like the textbook way that they play all the time in their PCWs or scrims back in Europe.
Who's their main lineup, if I can ask?
Their main lineup is Vector, Vexale, Visor, and Soul. Basically what it was in the beginning, and Rugby is like their sub.
Oh. Well, I mean, that, as far as subs go, though, Rugby is an amazing player as well, so they really can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's certainly true. I mean, the funny thing about the Russian community at the moment, though, is that it's nowhere near its, like, former glory, basically, what it used to be like back in 2010, 2011 with the teams it had. So, what they have now in Sienna Esports is basically, well, at least the way Visor tells it to me, is that they're basically got, like, the more competent folk in the Russian community in Team, Sienna Esports.
Battle and I casted that grand finals, thousands of peeps watching Fap, Kiss Me 2014. I don't know what that means, but alright. I guess Kiss Me was happy that there were thousands of people watching there, and that's why he had lubricant on his hands earlier, we figured it out.
We found it.
We found out.
Yeah.
That's what Kiss Me does when he's casting. I get it now. Is that why you use so much first person? Anyway, we're gonna see that Stoker go in there and get a pull. Hunter's jumping in as well. The Skeet does go out. Charger's going in there as well. Charger's actually gonna land on the Wilson and gets nicely cleared, and Boomer did not get a spawn. Boomer now does get a spawn and goes in, manages to get a one boom, but Sienna Esports is just playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is another very strong serve from Sienna Esports. Just looking at now, 0 damage on the board after that first attack.
And the tank's going to be at 38% as Diego for Team his Infernal Majesty. But they're going to probably send another attack in before that with the Hunter already pre-spawned in the back. Smoker, Spitter, Charger also in. Smoker spawns from a long spawn over there. And the Charger looks like wants to go in with the Spitter in there. It's not very coordinated as of right now. Smoker tries to get a pull and gets chipped down a lot. Hunter then does get skeeted. Smoker's going to die. Spitter is already pre-spawned in the room. Basically he's trying to land a charged spit here. Not being able to really do it. Then Charger goes to the door and actually grabs Bill through the door. Spit goes in there onto Bill, who is pulled through the door. That is weird.
It's very weird. It's just, I don't even think a door is supposed to break in one go with a charger going through it. If it's partially broken, I think it would work. So maybe it was partially broken like a millisecond before. I don't know.
I am unsure, but now this tank is in the hands of Diego for Team His Infernal Majesty. Gonna see exactly what they were able to conjure up here in their infernal majesticness. Tank's hitting a car in here right now. Earlier today, actually, we saw a couple tanks not actually stack the hittables in their Dragon. We actually saw them just use one car for some reason.
Well, it depends on the situation. I mean, sometimes, having hittables as a backup is fine, but the part about hittables I don't agree with is going absolutely gung-ho for them, like, 24/7.
Right.
You know, if you commit one hittable or two and they don't land, you know, that's not a problem. As long as you have one or two still back where you're approaching from, it should be fine. But this tank's having real problems because he's been committing his hittables too much. He's already at like a quarter of his health remaining. Hasn't been able to do a thing with this tank. He's just trying his luck with the hittables and it's not panning out.
That's almost exactly what you were talking right there. He overcommitted the hittables and then pushed one too far past, and now is pretty much almost dead with an absolute no-hitter again.
Yeah.
And that's the thing you can't do against a team like Sienna Esports. Every single time, they'll know when to push you when you have no hittables.
Yeah, and you know, they're not afraid to do it straight off the bat either. As soon as they know something's been overhit, you know, they'll be right onto you, to that chip.
Reloading.
It's just been completely like crazy to see Team Sienna Esports do this. That jockey's gonna get shut down. Charger's gonna try to jump in there. Just kind of charging at nothing right now because his Infernal Majesty has to be in that kind of position where it's just absolutely futile. Everything they do has not worked. Tank's still getting chipped down here. Car's gonna be useless, doesn't hit anybody, and the tank's dead. That's another no-hitter.
Yeah, second zero-hitter tank from the Peruvians in a row.
That is extremely impressive by Team Sienna Esports. Just absolute Sienna too strong. Thank you for that, Kiss Me. I would have to agree. Sienna is making a great case right now as to why they are definitely a lot of people see them as one of the favorite teams in the tournament here, and this is exactly why. That if you think back, you know, if that car hittable doesn't go out on the visor in that alley there, they have even more bonus first map.
Well, depending on how they finish this round, it could have, you know, they could have had something like 4K by the end of this match. They could still have 4K maybe if they are completely flawless with their way of negotiating the event and making sure they don't take up too much damage.
The thing is, his Infernal Majesty spawns is coming out to be a little bit more staggered now. The Hunter gets killed, they kill the Smoker, and then they're also going to kill the Splitter too. They're taking almost no damage on each and every attack our Sienna Esports. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they don't, as far as I know, they don't play with, you know, high pings out often as a team. I know one or two players have probably done it regularly in the past, but as a team, I think this is still something slightly new for them. So they're actually handling it pretty well. Having said that, though, I don't really think his Infernal Majesty have provided that much of a challenge for them. Their Survivor and, you know, SI combined have been a little bit lackluster and still leaving a lot to be desired. Jockey going in, a double charge landing at the back though on Zoe and Lewis. But still, I mean, they haven't taken up too much damage. And now they've got free reigns on this witch. And Bill, I think, is going to reach the witch before the next spawns come up. Yeah, he definitely will.
And he's
Gonna
going to
try a
shoot
remote
it.
crown though.
Yeah, and he does get it. That was a nice 20-point crown there. I'd say, actually, at this point, his Infernal Majesty has like one attack left, honestly. Me too.
They can slow them down just enough. There'll definitely be two attacks. If they don't get slowed down at all by this, then yeah, probably only one attack.
It's just, that's crazy to think about too, because now we have the jockey going in there actually. We'll get pretty quickly cleared. Charge is going in too. Charge actually does not. It's going to be a charge spit going out onto the survivors. Hunter bouncing around as well. It's going to be a lot of damage going on the tan, but at the same point in time, they slowed them down only a little bit, and they're just going to keep rushing ahead now.
Yeah, well, Sol should actually take his pills, I think. He doesn't want to take them. Now he did.
OMG Twitch chat. Oh well, what are they saying to you, Kiss Me? What does Twitch chat want to say? Focus one up at the bottom there. He's going to try to get a pull in there. It's going to get shut down. Bruno has a nice tribune, however. Alright then.
Oh, that charger got stuck in the back.
Damn. Now it's just going to be that, Hunter, and that's pretty much it. And Hunter goes in there, will not land his DP, and that's going to be an absolutely ridiculous health bonus dragon. Oh my god.
For this map. Oh my god.
Whoa!
900 and... That's going to be 928 bonus, isn't it?
Wow. That's a 1,628 chapter score coming out from Team Sienna Esports onto his Infernal Majesty. Oh my god. I'm speechless. Dragon, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm actually used to Sienna Esports, you know, pulling out these sort of scores, but I haven't actually seen it before on this sort of ping. So
Yeah,
that's
and
still pretty damn good.
Finale is also going to be played, mind you.
Oh yes, so 5K is definitely possible.
Yeah. That's... wow. Okay, then. And his Infernal Majesty has absolutely nothing else to do right now except just take these last few attacks. Charger actually goes in there. Charger almost lands a death charge. Hunter's actually managed to land there on his Zoe. Smoker's still swamping in the back there. Charger's going to go in there. Polar's going to go back. Charger's going to go in there and get punches actually on his Zoe there. One got Godfriend, the other one did not reg. So, yeah, that is one heck of a game from Sienna Esports so far. It's just been pretty much domination from the beginning, I'd say.
Yeah, and Dark's thing is spiking right up.
Reloading.
That's going to like, what, 400-ish? Yeah, that's not good.
And it's
Peruvian
continuously
internet.
increasing.
Yeah. It's going, now it's starting to fall a little bit, but not by much. Boomer does go out and lands on the 2 survivors here. Rest of the hit should be coming relatively soon. Charger, Spitter, Hunter, 14 Sienna Esports. Wait and see what they decide to do with it. Hunter is already spawned in the back, jumping in. He actually managed to land there for a couple hits of damage, and the Charger's going to go as well. Charger's going to land the charge there. Spitter already spit, however, and I am seeing Dark warp across the map.
Yeah, his ping's gone back up again.
Reloading.
It's going like in between like 400, nearly getting up to 500 at one point.
Reloading.
That is...
Now it's coming back down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, though, because that means they really can't have him be consistent at this point in time due to the fact that their net's being that way. Tank is now actually going to come up into the hands of Vex for Team Sienna Esports. And we'll see what he's able to do with this. I believe he's going to stack the hitables, too. Boomer actually manages to land a single boom there on the run back. Still a Smoker and a Hunter for Team Sienna Esports. And so Tank is going to look to just keep knocking those hitables in, as we mentioned before, Dragon.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure Vex will be a little bit smarter with his approach on the hitables and probably try and commit 1 or 2, but not use them all up at once and then have nothing to defend himself with.
Yeah, I'd imagine that as well. He's probably going to save some distance there. And now he keeps knocking the hitables. Actually, he's getting all the hitables from the back this point. That dumpster hit's going to go, and then he's going to be able to lock into the other dumpster pretty close as well, kind of angling it off the telephone pole there. Knocks the other dumpster in. He's going to knock the other car in. So he's got a full just compounding with hitables back there now. He's going in for it. Smoker's going to try to get pulled too. He launches the car a little bit too high. He's going to launch the dumpster back there. He actually chips a jockey. Now he's trying to he's actually getting juked out by members of his Infernal Majesty. That's going to be a 2-cap going out, almost another tri-cap actually. Smoker was just a second away from making that a tri-cap. Gonna launch the dumpster across. Oh! There you go. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for that car into Zoe. He's gonna be able to launch the dumpster back too. Lewis is not that tall. Oh man, that was so close. And now he's gonna launch the other dumpster back into Zoe as well. He's trying to get out now. That's just some bad luck, I guess, with those hitables. I guess it's a little bit too high. He lands the rock though on the bill. Yeah.
I think he was, well, he's probably thinking, like, they got such a high score that they don't need to be under so much pressure for the tank. At the same time, though, it almost seemed like the way he was trying to aim those hitables and them not panning out so well, apart from the hit on Zoe. Now he's got that head.
Charger's trying to funny hop in, actually. Misses. Now he's going to launch another rock back here. Becky's trying to land on Lewis. Zoe has indeed died. Charger is bunny hopping again. Bunny hopping after Lewis. That's rugby. And there goes the dumpster and almost hits Lewis in the face, but that will be the other white for Team Sienna Esports. This just in, kiss me what? Oh, I didn't see it. I did not. I can't read it because of the scores here. That's 4,330 to 644 for Team Sienna Esports, and this game is not over yet, I don't believe.
And Vector returns.
Who did he sub out for? Or who subbed out for him?
Rugby subbed in for him.
Right, but I thought Rugby was still there and somebody else left. I thought Tan actually jumped out.
Oh, right, okay, that must be what.
We shall see. This just in. Kiss Me is giving us an update on further action. We are casting Zen Digital's game at 9:30 EST. Okay then, so... Alright, that'll be the next one coming in there. That's Team Stick Up Kids versus whom, Kiss Me?
Oh, that would be against, I believe Sweet Venom, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm unsure if I will be able to make that or not, but I will, Kiss Me, I'm sure we'll let you guys know what is going on. Sweet Venom. Sweet Venom's a relatively new team. That should still be a pretty good game. But right now we have the conclusion of this one to get to, Dragon, and there's not a whole lot to say. Wait, what? What? JK? What do you mean JK? What the hell are you talking about? Oh, you're not doing it. Well, you're a liar then. And why'd you make the lovely people hear that if you're not gonna do it? I know they're attacking. I'm scolding Kiss Me right now. Heck, Kiss Me. That wasn't nice. Because then. Alright then. Okay, alright. So that's wonderful. They changed the max players to 10 now on the server instead of 11, but alright. And yeah, we're gonna see Team Sienna Esports making their way out of the safe room here. Yeah, I know we already had cast lines up. That's why I was like, what are you talking about, man? Sorry, just annoyed. Alright. Why is he annoyed, Dragon? Can't he just limit the number of people?
Gotta do it for the people.
For the people, what?
Never mind.
I'm confused. Hey look, Kiss Me, it's a telephone pole. Let's see if the tank can hit it with his car. Throw it in there right now. This is Zoe with that rock. Tank is in the hands of Dark. 14 his Infernal Majesty. It's a Boomer, a Smoker, and a Jockey right now. I'm going to crap on me. Alright then. You should probably drive to my house and do that, but you live in the same state. Boomer actually is going to go in there and get M2'd. Rock does miss. So yeah, now it's going to see how Team Sienna Esports decides to take this tank.
Well, the tank's sort of like behind the house, now getting up on the roof. Trying to land that rock, but Vice is sort of coming from a long way away.
Oh, that one almost, but did get skeeted. Smoker does die. Hunter is the only other spawn left up right now for his Infernal Majesty. Tank is about to lose a pass. He's keeping the sight right now, though. Now he has gone to second pass.
The thing about Sienna Esports is what they're doing is that they're not really tunneling the SI like most teams do. If anything, they're more likely tunneling the rocks because they know that's where the real source of SI power is coming from.
This thing's about to go AI.
Yeah, it's a very strange sort of tank play here. One boomerang at the back. Tank wants to go get a car. And that punch not really working out.
Jockey managed to land. That rock did not land, as a matter of fact. That card's out of play. That card's way out of play. Now this tank has nothing.
Yeah.
Why is there random horde just spawning right now, though?
No, that was from the boom. I think a few comments were like behind the door.
Oh,
He hides back behind
Wow.
the fence and then goes AI.
Damn. That tank's gonna go in there, and it's gonna rip the AI tank apart. Boomer does jump in from the back there, lands a multi-boom. Actually, this might be good. Charter goes in there as well. Tank misses the rock. Tank misses the punch, too.
AI tank missed a point blank rock and then got juked.
Oh, God. Damn, that is unfortunate. AI tank just dropping the ball there completely. So technically, I guess that's a no-hitter tank coming out. This is just Sienna Esports being completely dominant.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot more to it.
You don't usually expect tanks, especially with the higher pings, to sort of miss rocks at that range.
Right, I guess a part of it is that with the higher ping, the survivors have a little bit harder time trying to skeet it, but at the same point in time, like, I guess it's hard to control the rocks too with the ping? I'm not entirely sure.
Control the rocks? No, there was an AI tank through the rock.
Oh yeah, right. Oh, the AI tank is suffering from ping too.
Well, I don't think he should actually.
I know. I know, man. The Deagle chip goes in there and does magic kill the Smoker sitting on the Witch. Francis looks like he wants to go for it now, and Zoe's standing right. What the hell are they doing? I saw the survivors lining up in a formation, and I got really confused. Witch goes in there and does get nicely crowned. Ducky gets killed, and Sienna Esports is pushing for this 5K here, Dragon.
They can do it. They only need to deal with one more tank in the event, and the way they've been playing at the moment, the event shouldn't really be a difficulty for them.
No, they've got it pretty much. They've been completely in control since right after Visor died. They took complete control, and I think maybe even Visor dying motivated them a little bit because they saw.
Dark saying in Spanish, I want to see the VOD on Twitch. What the casters said.
Uh oh. Well, sorry, man. It's just been a pretty one-sided affair so far. So
Yeah.
Guys, there's a boat on its way.
it's been unfortunate for Team His Infernal Majesty here. Smoker's gonna get a pull there on his Zoe. It's gonna get cleared. Deleting VOD, GG. Oh yeah, okay, Kiss Me. You're gonna delete the VOD. It's just been a fun cast so far, I'd say. That spit is not gonna land on much of anything. Hunter pouncing around. Charger's going in as well. Charger's gonna miss the death charge. Hunter pounces in. Also looking for new casters instead of dragging him myself. Why is that, Kiss Me? Isn't that a good thing?
That's why we're here. We're here to make your pants loose.
Yeah, we're here to make your pants loose, man. We make sure you take your pants off, obviously. Come on, you literally said pants loose. You set me up for that. You said GG like 3 times. You're one of those people who calls GG after the first chapter in pubs, aren't you? You're that guy. Still keeps calling GG Dragon, I don't know.
I call RR. It's basically GG but in Russian.
Oh gosh, Kiss Me, come on. You know the way these games go. You gotta. Dragon and I are just here to help you out, man. We're here to make your pants loose. We're here to slam into your pole. We're here to lubricate your hands.
Yeah, just let go of the tension, man. Just let it go. It ain't helping, man.
Attention ain't
Make it
helping.
all go loose.
No, your pole, not your hole. You dirty-minded fuck.
Who was that man earlier then who slammed it?
Yeah, who was that guy earlier who slammed your hole?
Oh, he said hole. I meant who slammed his pole.
Yeah, and you thought slam my hole? Like, come on, Kiss Me. I'm not gonna slam your hole. That's disgusting.
Not to mention unhygienic.
Yeah, I know, right? Professionalism. That is all we are. What's that? Oh god, didn't I mention the cast that you and Battle were casting the South American Grand Finals and you guys imitated the War Rooms? I don't think I need to bring that up. Yeah, exactly. So don't you talk to me about professionalism. Oh god. Well, this tank is trying to throw some rocks. We got a boomer landing here. Long charge goes out. It's not gonna hit. Rock does land on the Zoe though.
I think that's like the first rock that's like landed.
2
and
rocks.
another one.
Well, suddenly his Infernal Majesty got mad as soon as Kiss Me started talking about poles and holes. So he's gonna keep tossing those rocks around now. Hunter's kind of bouncing around. Don't call it a comeback. I agree.
Oh, you just did.
Oh, that rock.
Oh.
Oh boy, don't do it. Don't do it, Kiss Me. Don't do it.
Look at where
Francis.
Francis is with the jockey.
Francis just don't care.
This tank's still got good health though. Smoke up.
Oh god, he lands the rock on Francis. He's gonna smack Francis again. Rugby's just getting punched around the map. There's actually a lot of the health bonus gone at this point, but sometimes we see Sienna Esports isn't taking it a lot as seriously as they were before.
No.
Tank just went
Tank's
way,
just-
yeah. Went like way back through the map here. I think he's going for. Is he going for a car? No, he's not going for a car. He's no way. He is. He's going for a car.
Oh, he wants to try his luck.
And now you see, you just look over the
They're gonna
horizon
push
there, and you
forward now, and
see,
they're gonna
you
be-
see Sienna Esports just streaking across the map.
Yeah, and now tank's likely gonna go AI. He's already on second pass.
I'm not doing so good.
Yeah.
They're
it's
gonna
like-
go for ammo and pills. They're gonna go behind the boathouse. This
that what they're
tank's gonna
doing?
go AI.
Yeah, this tank is AI. There's no way. Unless some insane car hit happens right now. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
Oh, he landed on Visor.
Alright. My timing, unless some insane car hit happens right now. Oh god, oh god, he got the car in there. That car lands. Kiss Me has had a heart attack. That makes the entire professionalism. That's going on some fucking highlight reel somewhere. I literally went, unless some car hit happens right now. Oh god, oh god. Rugby, why do you make me make these noises during casts? Every time I cast one of your games, it's the same shit. I don't understand why. Dragon, what is going on?
I'm going to be asking Visor about that with much interest after the game. I don't know if he saw the car or not, but it just fell straight on his head.
That you know, Sienna Esports might have won score-wise, but I think we can call his Infernal Majesty the real winners here after that.
Really hurt, guys.
God, Sky car.
Oh man, we got a car in the boathouse finale. That is something special. Hunter goes in there and gets skeeted. That rock is flying right at Rugby's face. There is no much. Oh my god, there is not a whole lot of permanent health left to be spoken of for Team Sienna Esports. Visor must be an outfielder in baseball.
He's going with a machine gun.
We know Kissy likes to play catcher in baseball because he catches a lot of stuff in his spare time. Ooh. Why Kissy?
Of course he's gonna reel it one. It's a big catch.
Oh!
What's not to reel it?
What's not really to like about a big catch? New catcher. This is why Dragon and I are not allowed to cast together when you're not here to provide a voice of reason. Because him and I will just start going on these retarded tangents. Hardcore minigun POV, that is sexual. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Honestly, I mean, Kiss Me, you're making our job easy for us right now. I'm not even gonna lie. This AI tank has 266 health left. Rugby will not get off the minigun.
Oh god.
What? He's still on the minigun. He won't get off of it. Jockey goes in there right now, going for Zoe in the bottom. Gonna get M2'd and shut down. AI is dead. Now we're gonna see the Charger going as well. Charger's gonna actually get the charge off. They're gonna clear it pretty quickly. Hunter's up as well. They're gonna shut down the Boomer, and yeah, so that's a nice skeet going out too by Vector. They still have a little bit of permanent health actually on Lewis, but that's about all they got right now for Team Sienna Esports. But as I said, it looks as though they're trying to break 5K here.
Yeah, I think they're trying to break 5K, but sort of troll it enough just to make it look like a close thing.
How do you make a 4,000 point difference look like a close thing?
I think I'm...
No, the 4,000 difference. I'm saying the goal to get to 5K. I think they're trying to sort of troll it a little bit by making it look like a hard thing.
I don't. Alright then. Well, I think they're doing that successfully. They do land a charge there and does get cleared. Smoker Pool does go out there. Zoe gets spit on. They're going to be able to clear that spit before down occurs, and then the 2 boom goes out and the 2 survivors who are able to tunnel the horde. So, yeah. As long as they survive right now, they only need 350 more points to break that 5K, plus the other 20 they got for the Witch. So I believe they will. This will probably be our first 5K game of the tournament, I'd say.
They only need about 230 distance, actually, with the
Is it
Witch
230
bonus
distance
figured
now?
out.
Yeah. That would
But
bring
the
them.
distance points actually need to go up at some point.
They
What
will,
happens with the new wave?
Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, it'll happen with the new wave, as you said. That hunter spawned up right there. They're chipping them down. We had a game, I think it was 2 days ago, that actually came down to this run to the boat here in a spectacular fashion. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Nice job.
Oh, I did, yeah. It was that the Charger that landed Cap by, what was it? Ian Cap, the last guy standing, by clipping the edge of the boat.
Something like
that
that.
the
It
one?
was something outrageous. Yeah. So yeah, they are going to wait for their boat to come in now, and they actually still do have health bonus on the Lewis, so we're going to see Team Sienna Esports breaking 5K here. That is quite an achievement, I'd say, in this tournament. That is easily the highest score we've seen so far, and his Infernal Majesty right here, this is one of those games where, like, they can't really hold up too much against them, because Sienna Esports is just one of those teams. That Charger gets focused down, and they are going to make it to the boat to complete the finale here with all 4 survivors and that health bonus. There's your 5K score, Dragon. What a game.
What a game, what a performance, what an absolute crushing, dominant display from Sienna Esports right there. You know, they don't care about higher pings, you know, on a team with, against a team with equal pings, or even with a slight disadvantage, you know, they still come up with the goods. You know, 5,198 points. My god.
That is outrageous. That's... I don't... Damn. Yeah, alright then. So we're going to be on our last half chapter here. His Infernal Majesty on the Survivor side. What do you say to his Infernal Majesty if you're in their shoes right now, Dragon?
Just play for honor. If they want to. you know, but if I was a team captain, I'd just say, just play it out. Try and make 1k.
Yeah, I guess they need to watch that early tank here. Just as you said, just playing it out, seeing what goes on. We're gonna keep trolling Kiss Me from the "You all suck, now play it out." Oh god, there's so many ways that could be taken out of context. So many ways.
I swear, I feel like you're doing it on purpose, Kiss Me. I really do.
Are you doing it on purpose, Kiss Me? Are you giving us reason to make up what we make up? He's not gonna respond. Oh. Send all Casper appreciations to kissme@gmail.com. Oh boy. I'm sure that's actually his email address. Hit does go in here right now. Instant Smoke tries to go out. Vector's gonna be the tank. Jumping in there. Boomer pop. Hunter tried to land a DP. He's also gonna get M2'd a lot. And get scratches and definitely not dead. Yeah. Tank is in the hands of Vector for Sienna Esports. And yes, this is another Swiss tournament, 2014, that Rock almost landed. And this is a first round game between Team Sienna Esports and his Infernal Majesty, and it is nearing its conclusion relatively soon here. We're going to be having more casts coming later in the day as well. Just going to plug that in there. Dragon, are you going to stay up any more with us, or are you calling it quits?
I'm going to have to go after this one. I won't be able to stay up for 9 ESC, no, because that's about 2 in the morning for me, and I've got work tomorrow.
Oh man.
Oh, but wait, I've got a jockey up the front, and you got a smoke drop soon. There's going to be this car landing. Oh! This car! Oh, 2 in caps on that one.
And there it is. That's going to be 3 in caps, and Shinji's the last one up for Team His Infernal Majesty. He's going to get rocked, and that was one of the most dominant performances by a team I think I've ever seen, Dragon. I'm not going to lie.
Well, looking at the difference, that's 4,530 points difference. Not some teams don't even make 4,530 points total.
Well, I'm sure we could attempt to put more thoughts on that game, but there really is not a whole lot left to say besides that was an incredibly dominant performance by Team Sienna Esports. And do you have anything else, Dragon? Because that's all I got.
I was going to say, well, they're there to play. Even with higher pings, Sienna Esports wants it badly. So they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the cup, I think. And I'll be very interested to see who plays in that.